What's up, everybody? We are live. It is now time for the Three Black Guys Show. Put up your threes if you please. Put up
Trey
your threes
Manos,
if you please. Put up your threes if you
Trey
please.
Negros,
What's going on,
three of
guys?
us.
We up in here for another episode.
Yep.
Another episode. That's when you say we got a list, an episode.
Okay, then.
Man, how y'all doing, man? We got a little time. Let some folks come on in.
We do.
Tell us how the week went. Hey, y'all, I got a new TV, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got me a new TV, man.
Is it smart or is it dumb?
It's smarter than all the rest of y'all.
Oh, yeah, look at him. He got
The jokes
jokes.
is flying already.
He got jokes. Nah, if
The
they was
jokes
funny, that
is
would be
in there.
different.
What, you get the LG 65-inch curved joint?
No, see, that's the thing with the curve joint, man. You gotta sit at a certain angle to get all the, the goodness. What's up, Mike? You doing all right, man? Hope you've been playing lately. We got Mike Smith in the house, guitar extraordinaire. Extraordinaire. But yeah, the curve joint, man, you gotta have it at a certain angle or you won't see all the colors vividly. So I decided not to go with a curve joint.
Okay.
But I got the Q UHD Blasi, and it's nice. It's a nice TV. Nice TV.
All right.
Okay.
So that's what I did this week, man. I did this week. What y'all do this week?
I worked. Went to work.
He
worked hard.
He worked hard.
And came home.
That's a good
and look,
should.
waiting for the weekend. That's really what I did. I was working for the weekend. I started working for the weekend Monday of last.
Wow.
So been a good. It was a pretty good week though. Can't really complain.
Right.
I'm starting to have a different outlook on it. Every day that I wake up and I'm on the top side of dirt, I'm good.
That's always a good thing. That's
always a good thing.
No, I didn't get an OLED, man. I wasn't gonna spend all that much money down. What's up, Jay McMillan?
Jay, what up?
I guess that is the Q. Yeah. So yeah, hey Mike, I guess a TV that's big and has a nice picture, but I don't I don't get off into that. Hey, how was your weekend, Mr. James Fred?
Man, well, my week was good. Had some health issues I had to deal with.
Yeah.
It's all right though. Everything is coming along. Everything is good. I got under the iron.
Oh,
the iron cures all, baby.
You said kills all? Is that what you said?
Cures all.
Cures all.
All right. I told you to go slot your tail down somewhere.
Didn't do much work. I had a bunch of shooting to do. I did a bunch of shooting this weekend too.
That's video shooting for everybody who needs to know.
Yeah, excuse me, that's video shooting. Not gun shooting, but video shooting. And got more of that to do this coming up week. So as long as my health holds up and I can deal with it, that's what we'll be doing.
Okay. I saw that you had is that a vegetable pizza that you had the other day?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
Very good. I have switched up my diet. As you see, I am drinking a smoothie.
Okay.
You are?
I have gone to a mainly plant-based diet.
Okay.
Maybe a little fish, a little chicken here and there. But definitely no beef, no pork, none of that stuff, no fried foods, none of that.
Oh my.
What? You have forsaken the swine.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Hold on, my camera going crazy.
Oh, that's a nice Panasonic.
That's what we
it then jumped into demo mode. What the?
These old 4K offerings you have. He big time. Him big time. Him got to have 4K.
It has forsaken him.
It jumped straight into demo mode. Y'all
It
carry
had-
on while I fix this technical difficulty.
It had forsooth him.
Right. You have been forsooth.
You have
Thine
been
thither.
forsooth by thine camereth.
Forsooth
See,
thine thither.
and this time Mario, the one that's straight this week.
See,
What
I
you gonna do
started heating up my computer about 6:30. Cut my computer on to 6:30, baby. Bloop, plug everything in, and just and as you say, let it render.
Oh yes, let it render.
See, I let it render. I'm
Well,
frozen on my end. I'm looking at
I'm so
myself.
glad we don't have dial-up anymore, dude, because it'd be murder if we still had.
we couldn't do this on dial-up. And there was
It wouldn't work out at all. It wouldn't work out at all.
is a book. I'm trying to tag some, not tag them, but I'm trying to invite them to it. How do I do that?
Ask some of these young folk. Mike know how to do it.
Right.
We should start calling ourselves the old three black guys.
See, look.
No,
Challenge.
No,
What
sir.
you mean? I know.
No, sir.
Is that the dark screen talking of?
What? What is the problem?
I am not anywhere near y'all age.
Yeah, you are.
No.
See the way
No,
your glasses on you see the way the glasses are on your face? That gives you away.
Well, that's because they broke. See, they broke. I ain't got but one side. See,
So
they lean a little
Right
bit.
there.
They tend to lean a little bit like this here because I ain't got but one side. So
Yeah, but that's how old folks wear their glasses.
Wow.
See, here gonna-
we just got technical difficulties over here. Cameras that want to go crazy and glasses that don't quite work. But we all right.
Man, boy, I tell you what.
We okay. There we go.
We all right. We good.
We good.
All right. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and get started, even though we are already having some fun.
Yeah.
I love it. So, as of this day, total cases in the United States of America are topping 5.6 million cases.
Million
cases. Total deaths are 175,000 cases of death of the Trump virus here in America. Continue to pray.
Virus.
Yes, continue to pray for us and for those who've got. I know some. It's getting closer, man. As I know, some people have had it now.
Really?
I've got an uncle and his wife are in Mississippi in two separate hospitals with it.
Jeez.
Really?
Yeah. Him and his wife both got it in. They're in separate hospitals right now.
Folks clowning you.
I am so sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Dark screen, James Fred. Listen, my screen. Listen. I had a technical difficulty just for a minute. But we good though. We good.
Brenda said, "Got to put that Gorilla Glue on the handle, on those handles. Mine broke too."
Look, but here's the crazy part.
He know.
Right.
I done broke. This is the third pair of glasses I done broke this week.
What?
Huh? It's the third pair, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on with my head, but
besides it being big and hard,
maybe so. But listen, as long as I can still get them, and you just got to straighten them out a little bit. As long as I can still get it on like that, there, I'm good. Just
like
every
that?
once in a while, they lean a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
that's not a little lean, bro. That's a lot of lean.
They lean just a little bit, and my vision get twisted. So you
Gangster
got
lean right there. Your glasses got a gangster lean from
Yeah, no, his glass is drunk. If it's leaning like that, too much lean.
your glasses digging the scene with a gangster lean. Woo, woo.
Diamond in the back. All right, guys, let's jump into a little of news today, man. I believe this show is going to be pretty good. Let's start off with what's in the news now, which is the what we had this week was the DNC convention.
DNC, Democratic National Convention.
right, where
Come on,
Biden
James.
and and Kamala have
Come on.
accepted their nominations as to be president and vice president
Uh-huh.
of these here United States of America.
Of America.
Steve,
Yes,
can you do me a favor and ban Cal Tisha from the show, please? Can you like go ahead and just block her?
I
from
cannot.
the show? Okay.
I
okay,
cannot.
okay.
I cannot. I cannot. Matter of fact, Caltish, if you send me your email address, I'll let you on the show.
I got it. Send that email. We can go and get you on here.
Yeah, right.
Seem like you kryptonite for James. Anybody that's kryptonite for James, we want them.
We'll
on.
take it.
So
We
what
will
y'all don't know is I'm expecting her to send that email address here at any second now.
That's
So
good.
let's talk about a couple things of the DNC. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it. I think of it doing it the way they did it was brand new. It was interesting to have a hey honey, how you doing? To have a totally virtual one. I think they did a good job. Of course, now as me as James, this is why you should have watched it. This is why you should. She sent it.
Oops.
Oopsie. All right, I'm gonna send you a link.
I told you.
You say something, Mario, while I try to hook this up for Mr. Caltish.
I think I watched the DNC, and my thoughts on the DNC.
Yeah.
Honestly, okay. I'm in with Kamala.
Mm-hmm.
She was kind of, last week I kind of gave her a hard time. I'm in, but I think as a Democrat, you have to be in. I listened to Joe Biden's speech and I started listening to it again right before the show. What I'm not hearing him say, what I want to hear him say that I'm not hearing him say, he doesn't have a black agenda. And you said that, James. I'll give it to you. I want to hear more of what are you going to do for us? How are you going to stop these people from killing us? What are you going to do when they kill us?
Now I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Uh-oh.
In this convention, I don't think that's what this convention was supposed to be at all.
Gotcha.
I think this convention actually was planned out to be, we finna get on here and bang Donald Trump upside his head.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Most conventions are supposed to do that anyway. Caltish, your email didn't work for me, darling. I'll try one.
The convention was for Kamala. It was, hello, how are you? I'm Kamala Harris. This is my background. Let me reintroduce
myself. My name is Cal.
Oh, come on. Okay, anyway, I'm good.
But it was. They did what I think they set out to do. I wasn't expecting much policy at this one, much, what I'm going to do as president. I think it was simply, let's get on here and make sure people understand all the nonsense that Donald Trump has done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make sure we put it out here to the forefront and run with it that way, because the Republican National Convention is going to be pretty much the same thing. So I think they wanted to get out ahead of that. Let's go ahead and lay out all this nonsense before the RNC come up with whatever they're going to come up with. You feel me?
But I'm going to have to disagree with you on that, because even though it wasn't heavy on policy, there was some policy ideas pulled out by Biden. If you watched it, there were some things that he did touch upon that, a lot of people said there wasn't no policy there. There was some ideas of policy pulled out. Now, it wasn't a total bash. And this is what I did enjoy. I sent it again, country. So what I did enjoy was that if you had watched the convention, usually it's the VP that does the attacking.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's usually the VP that's the attack dog. If you notice, Kamala did not do that.
Nah,
She introduced herself.
that's what she did.
Guess who was the attack dog in the DNC?
That other Negro that used to be in there.
Hey man, hold. Skirt. I will cut you. You don't see what President Obama is a Negro.
That other Negro you were standing behind him.
He played the bad guy in this one, and you know what?
Played the bad guy. Those people weren't expecting that.
Nah. He actually showed some emotion. He got a little upset. I like that. I like to see that doggishness come out.
That Negro to go retire, man. It's time for him to go sit down somewhere. Go sit down.
No, it ain't, Doc. I'm sorry. He'll be my president from now until the day. Hey, man, over here on the watch party, I got Delano Muhammad says, don't wait for them in the Democratic Party. Don't wait for them to do anything. Give them something to do and hold them to the fire. I made the comment about the black agenda. That's what he's talking about.
Something to do for 50 years.
They got plenty to do. Hey, look,
right.
They got plenty to do.
What he's saying is set the agenda,
right,
and hold them to it.
But we said it. But just like you said, we set the agenda. We said what we want. We want police reform. We want better health care. So the agenda's set. Right. So now we just got to get people in there that's actually going to do it. And I think that's why people like me, especially when it comes to police reform, are a little shaky a little bit when it comes to Biden and Harris, especially on that tip. You know what I'm saying? It's you know. Go ahead, Steve.
I mean, I agree with you. Because me totally, and I'll be honest with y'all, man. I'm happy for Kamala. I'm happy that she's the first black woman. I'm happy that she, is an AKA. I'm happy she went to, HBCU. But I had a problem, with that whole Law and Order thing. But when I finally listened to it and I watched the story, and she has done some good, and I wasn't against her. I just wasn't. On board. I wasn't on the Kamala train. But I believe that she is, if she can have Biden's ear, she can be really effective for the black agenda, especially when it comes to the reform in the justice system. I believe if she treats it right, if she does it well, her voice can be heard by Biden.
Mm-hmm. Especially if he gives her the same respect that Obama gave him, being the last voice in the room, so to speak.
Right.
So if he treats her in that respect and in that fashion, then I agree.
So what do y'all think about Auntie Shell's speech? What did you think? Well, I'm gonna have to ask Mario because somebody,
James. Go ahead, James. So how do you feel about Auntie Shell? I really want to hear this before I say anything. Go ahead.
How do I feel about it? I have absolutely no clue what that woman said and don't care.
Oh, man.
I mean, listen, I have nothing against Michelle Obama. I think she's a wonderful lady. I think she's an intelligent lady. But as far as I'm concerned, her opinion doesn't matter to me. So next.
Why does her opinion not matter to you? Please explain that to me. I'm going to get to you, Delano.
She's not running for anything. She's not going to affect anything I do or affect anything politically. So her opinions probably sounded very well. She's a very well speaker. I bet it was very intelligent.
You didn't watch it. Listen to you.
I bet it moved a lot of emotional people.
He didn't even see it. He didn't even see it.
I bet you I know who's gonna steal it though.
Who?
Melania.
Like I think I was sitting watching my washing machine spin during that speech.
This guy.
Yeah, you said. You know what I want. Woo! She hit the hot spots, but like James said earlier, and I agree. This was let's tell everyone how bad our current president is.
Which didn't need a lot of air.
Didn't need to be said. I get on that. But It did need to be said. It needed
I think it did in this setting. I don't see anything wrong with what they did. I think they should have. Like, let's lay it all out in one place. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's watching. Everybody wants to hear it. So
exactly.
Let's lay it out.
Exactly.
So
Why are calling me Peanut, Jesus?
I saw that. I wasn't gonna say nothing yet, but I saw.
Call me Peanut. Okay.
Is that your nickname, bro?
No, it's not. That was my childhood best friend's name.
Your childhood best friend's name was Peanut.
He was Peanut. He lived around there.
Your sister just called you your childhood best friend name.
Hey, Peanut.
So let's keep talking about Shell. I think Shell did an excellent job.
Excellent job. That's my first lady.
That's my first lady. She looked beautiful.
No. The lady that got the naked pictures on the internet is your first lady. Stop.
No, that's not my first lady. No.
That is your first lady.
Look, listen. I'm gonna say this.
Wife ain't my first lady.
Let me say this. I prefer my first ladies not naked.
Right.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? I don't need to see Trump's wife, and I don't need to see Kanye's wife. I know enough about them that I wanted to know, and didn't care to know that.
So if all of a sudden a tape of Michelle pop up for when she was in high school at a drunk senior party,
that would never happen.
Never happen.
Then what would y'all say?
That would never happen because
not gonna happen.
My forever first lady was always a lady. She knew she would be first lady one day, so she conducted herself as such.
Plus, you got to think back in the time.
I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead. I'm gonna leave that alone. Go ahead.
They didn't have video cameras back then, did they?
Exactly. They didn't have cameras like that.
They didn't have cell phones, and they didn't have palm corders.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? All that right there is out the door.
Okay. All right.
Oh goodness. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But very proud of Michelle and Barack. They spoke. It was very poignant.
Dude, I was shocked out of my mind when Barack just bam, there he is. They ain't even say he was coming. Pow in your face.
You knew it was coming.
And then he started dropping two pieces.
He was gonna come with what he came with, because Trump been talking crazy about him for 4 years now. So Barack got a lot of pent up aggression in him, and he said at this DNC, I'm gonna let him have it.
And he let him have it too, Doc.
He let him have it. He gave it to him. Monique, why don't you join the watch party and get off the main feed?
Barack gave that dude the 3-piece and the biscuit, dude. He didn't give him 2 pieces. He gave him 3 pieces. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And he smiled the whole time he did it. So now my thing is, man, I missed a speech.
Hey, man.
Full sentences.
Look at this, man. What are you doing?
He is so
Can we not see you drink a jug of water on the screen, please? Can you have a little bit more dignity in it than that? See, that's what you get when you have a Trump supporter on the show.
See, that's what it is right there.
That's Trump supporter.
Let him finish so I can finish what I was gonna say.
Right, because that's so.
Everybody ain't listening to me. They watching this dude.
They watching this big Kool-Aid jug he drinking. What the hell? I mean,
gotta get your water in, brother. Gotta get your water
in. So anyway, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
Are you done?
Yes, sir. We're listening.
Are you finished?
Are you done?
We're absolutely listening.
I missed listening to a president use full sentences, proper grammar, and not make the whole speech about them. I don't know about y'all, but I enjoyed a good speech. Mm-hmm. Even if it was read off a prompter, he did it with class, dignity, and the eloquence due a position of a president.
Right. And his part in the speech where he talked about he would hope at some time during what's the Orange Menace's presidency that he would feel the weight of the position.
That would change him. Now that's the dumbest thing. They see now. Can I say something? When the Orange Menace got in the office, there was a lot of people saying, well, the weight of the office is going to change him. I said, no, the heck it won't. Because if you got an idiot in the office, there's still going to be an idiot in the office.
Well, I think people forgot that we were talking about Donald Trump. See, this was my thing from the beginning. We talking about Donald Trump. And the one thing Donald Trump can't nobody take from him is that he will always be Donald Trump. He is consistent in that. Nothing changes him. I don't care what kind of position he's in. So knowing that, even coming in, everybody was talking about, we want, he's going to respect the office. He's going to step on it and make it about him and not the country, as he's done with everything. I don't know, man. I don't know why people thought that we were going to get something else out of this guy.
I don't know why either. The guy's an idiot.
Here's the deal. I didn't know, and Mac Hargrove, you are correct. Hey, what's going on? Mac is one of my homeboys from a while them days.
Them days, okay.
I think shut up. I knew Donald Trump was. I didn't know he was this big of an idiot. I didn't know that he just did not have common decency. You understand what I'm saying? Just common decency. I thought everybody at least had common decency. That was naivete on my part.
Yeah.
See,
but once again, he doesn't live in a world as we do. You know what I'm saying? His world is a world that is always catered to him.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And so when you live in a world that you can have anything at any time at any moment, man, you believe that you can do anything.
Well, he isn't the only rich president that America has had.
No, but he's the idiot.
He's not the only privileged president that we had, but you are right. He's by far one of the biggest idiots.
I mean, this man's ego is huge, and you got to understand why. You got to understand that he's made all this money and has a bunch of failed businesses under him, and still able to make money just off of his name. You understand? Like a company will pay to put his name on their hotel.
Right.
Like they own that stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But his name is worth millions.
But now his name is trash.
Like Mac said he is trash. You said.
But Mac, I want to ask you this question. Mac, why? See, now Mac said I want to try to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I want to really ask and see if maybe he can answer this question, because I didn't give him any benefit of the doubt. I've watched him. We've known about Trump pretty much all of our lives. You know what I'm saying? But my first entry into going to knowledge him was about the Central Park Five for me.
See, I came into that knowledge late. I didn't know he did the Central Park Five.
Right. And so I knew that he was trash. I had an inkling that he was trash then. So then when he became president, for me it was like, nah, this dude is he's never been for us. He's never been. He hung out with Rush and Run DMC and all Oprah and all these other people, but that's what rich people do. They hang out with each other. Right. So why would you give him the benefit of the doubt? Even you, James, why would you have given him the benefit of the doubt that he would change once he's gotten in office?
Who? Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Man,
based off of what you knew about him prior to him running for president.
As I said, when he won the election,
turn your mic feed up.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, it's very low.
You sound distanced.
Hello.
Oh my God.
Is it me you're looking for? And I can't remember the rest of the words, but
good.
Hallelujah.
Good. Praise the Lord. So back on topic.
We need to do a musical section of the show every week. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. I think every week I'm gonna come up with a song and I'm gonna sing like a song for every show, like just for a section of every show.
Absolutely not.
Thank you. So on to answering your question.
But yeah, no, because I can't exactly remember when my first knowings of Donald Trump was, but I do know that I always thought he was an idiot before he became president. And that was just from checking out like The Apprentice, and then other little things that he would other TV shows he would pop in on and all that. Like, I can see it in your eyes.
Oh God,
Harold, this is your fault.
What's the next one, Harold? Come on with it.
So
Come on,
let me tell the people this. For the people that are watching on a watch party, if you make a comment, the only people that can see your comment is the persons who is in that watch party. So if you want to make a comment and it be seen on the main page, go to Three Black Guys Show on Facebook and watch it from there,
and or YouTube.
Or YouTube. You can watch this on YouTube on our YouTube page, Three Black Guys Show.
Right.
Just so you know. I had something interesting happen to me that I wanted to share, still in line with the Donald Trump scenario.
Share on, my good friend.
Might I share?
You may share.
I'm a truck driver for those of you who do not know. And I had a delivery in Alabama. There's a place called Coleman. Coleman is about just shy of an hour, depending on where you're going in Coleman.
And if you need a reference, think of the movie Deliverance. Go ahead.
Let's say about 55 minutes north of Birmingham. And so it has been a running joke, and it's a joke, but it's a serious joke. It's a kind of serious joke that Walmart run out of sheets in Coleman because of the high Klan population in Coleman, Alabama. So sheets are hard. The white sheets are hard to come by in Coleman. So anyway, I just hit my receiver, so I hope my thing doesn't go out. Anyway, so I had a delivery in Coleman to a farm in Coleman. This old white lady, she had to be in her 70s.
Ooh,
late 60s, early 70s.
Oh,
and so I mean, I'm in the middle of nowhere in Coleman. When I say I'm in the middle of nowhere, if I needed to ping somebody my location, because that may have been your last time seeing me. It's farmland as far as you can see on either side. So anyway, I call her and say, hey, I'm outside of your farm. I'm in an 18-wheeler. I can't turn in to bring you your freight. Can you meet me? She drove a pickup out. And so, I'm offloading her freight onto her pickup truck. And so she starts in on the conversation with me. Yeah, we got to get Donald Trump back in office because those doggone Democrats are trying to raise taxes and kill, trying to take your job because they want to raise taxes and what was the other one? It was raise taxes and fuel prices. And I said, or kill, is it fossil fuel, petroleum? Yeah, and kill and do away with fuels and stuff like that, fossil fuels and petroleum. And I said, okay. And then when she said it, I kind of gave her this look like, huh? I'm looking at myself like, I'm a black guy, right? So
your response should have very quickly been your mama.
Right there. See, but I'm in a work uniform, right. And I can't have this conversation with her.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I can't have this conversation. This is my first time.
And walk away.
So here's what I had when she made the comment, I had this strange look on my face. And I said, well, ma'am, I said, regardless of who's in office, taxes are going to go up and fuel ain't going nowhere anytime soon. So my job is secure. I'm good. I said, but good luck to you and good luck to your opponent. I'm not voting for him, but good luck to your opponent. I mean, good luck to your candidate. And so just kind of left the conversation alone because I'm like, I really wasn't supposed to say that much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
I just left it alone. But I'm like, how in the HE such and such she think I'm going to vote for Donald Trump? And then the argument is always something like they're going to raise. It's a generic argument. The Democrats are trying to raise taxes. They're trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's always a
They trying to take your gun.
yeah.
They're trying to close your church.
Right. It's always one of those. Well, hell, you know, taxes are gonna be here for the rest of our time here on the planet. They're gonna go up. It's just gonna happen, regardless of whether you got a Democrat or a Republican in office. It's gonna happen, you know. But you know, I just found that very strange. But in areas that I run like that, every house you pass by has a rebel flag and or a Trump 2020 sign in the yard. So I'm surrounded by this 5 days a week every day. But I just thought that was fun. That was so funny to me, man, that she really said that to me. Like,
so my thing is, let's deal with the whole patriotism thing. You know what I mean? Because you say you have a World War II vet who spent his good teenage 20-year-old years fighting Nazis.
And
you mean to tell me that they come home and now in 2020 you got people flying the Nazi flag with the presidential, and some of these World War II people are flying the same flag they fought against, which is amazing to me. But you don't think some of these Trump supporters would fly that Nazi flag or racist?
Here in the South, they are flying the battle flag, the Confederate battle flag.
I'm talking about
I have not seen one Nazi flag in all of my dealings in these rural areas but I've seen many old Confederate battle flag. So, and if you're thinking about a World War II veteran now, I don't think they're still around, Steve.
Oh, there's some 70, 80-year-old folk around, man.
My dad is 81. He was Vietnam. Those are Vietnam vets now.
Oh, they must be 90.
Right. So if you're talking about World War II, that was like what, 1940, 41?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in that. Them cats dead. They gone. So
you still trying to understand this terrible economy Trump supposedly inherited. James, you want to go in on that?
Say what now?
Max said, I'm still trying to understand this terrible economy that Trump
supposedly inherited. That's the lie.
Simple. This is simple. So you got to think about the people who he represents. For those people, the economy was not good. Because those corporations, prices were low. You understand what I'm saying? So profits, as far as those big corporations go, profits were not as high as they could be. So for people that he represents,
and you talking about the Orange Menace, right?
Yeah, right. Okay. So for the people that he kind of represents, in their eyes, Obama jacked up a lot of stuff because he told them that y'all can't be around here charging this crazy stuff or doing this crazy stuff.
Wow.
He sent out those stimulus checks that gave people money. So costs went down. And so corporations weren't making a lot of money. So what Trump has done, is, and it's simple. He strategically said, all right, if I start jacking up this foreign trade, if I start messing this stuff up, what's going to happen?
That's right,
I start putting these tariffs and stuff in place. Prices of stuff are going to go up. So what's going to happen? The corporations are now going to start making better profits because for certain things, we don't have a choice but to pay for. We gotta have clothing. We gotta have food. We gotta have gas. We gotta have all this stuff. So we can't do nothing but complain about it, steadily going in our wallets to pay for it.
Right.
So now, in turn, what happens is though, now this is the effect that he almost accomplished before COVID. So with the corporations making more money, them able to charge more, they now need more employees to handle the demand. That in turn creates jobs, right? So when you create jobs, more people go to work. That's why the unemployment rate went down. More people go to work, more people have money in their pockets. So the economy levels out and it looks good from a paper standpoint. On paper, it looks really good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have a great percentage of people who were still out of work, who still had lower paying jobs, who were still under the poverty line. But on paper, it looked good. Yeah, that 3.8% unemployment looked real good. Looked really good because most people were at work, but look at the jobs that they had. Most people work in areas that they can't afford to live in.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Those people out on 280, them folks working out there don't live out there. At them
That's
restaurant
true.
stores and all that, they don't work out there. They don't live
Mac
out there.
killing with 2 pieces, boy.
Automation was taking cold jobs. Clean energy was taking jobs. You're absolutely right.
Coal was not coming back.
One of the first things that Trump did was try to do some things that he thought was going to help the coal miners.
Mm-hmm.
What he did was that he wasted a bunch of time because clean energy was taking over that field.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I used to clean a coal mining company out in Alabaster, not too far from your house, Steve.
Okay.
They are no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
They filed bankruptcy last year because
Mm-hmm.
of that. So there's a lot of things he did that on the surface that people who weren't paying attention might have looked at and said, oh, yes, it is a good thing. But it had a lot of underlying issues that he knew about and knew the effect of it, but most people didn't. So when it came time to what is that?
DeLon calling him. Go ahead, man.
Well, man, he's trying to talk. But yeah, so in his circle, the economy was bad. You know what I'm saying? And in that circle.
Okay.
But we all know the truth behind it.
Right, because all the economy was a continuation of what Obama did. Moving on to the next question. So
it really wasn't. If it
was.
No, if you listen to what I said, you'll see why it wasn't.
You know I'm doing this on purpose, but go ahead.
You got to understand that what Obama was ushering in was a working class economy. Okay?
Okay.
That was a working class type deal.
Okay.
But we still had higher gas prices. We still had higher commodity prices. What Trump did when he came in, all that stuff got a little lower. But it wasn't a product of him trying to save anything. It was a byproduct. That's what happens.
Okay.
Gas prices drop as more people go to work and have money.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They did that because of the stuff that Trump did. So, like I say, on paper, it looks really good. But you still got to understand that these corporations ain't like they was paying people $20 an hour to come to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, more people went to work, but they still went to work at $9, $10, $11 an hour, who we know right now is nothing.
Right.
To survive off of.
Right.
So, yes, on paper, because the unemployment rate dropped, it looks really good.
Right.
But if I'm going to work 40 hours and I still can't pay my bills, I'm still having to go get payday loans and all that, then in the reality of it, it's just not as good as he wanted it to be,
Right.
even before COVID. Now, COVID just blew his plans out the water. But even before COVID, in a reality standpoint, it still wasn't as good as people wanted it to be. Even his base, they were just too stupid enough to understand that.
Mm.
Okay.
I got somebody over here. Michael Cole said, actually, gas prices dropped once Obama was elected. Remember, Bush and Cheney were all in oil. That's true.
He got also Mac also disagrees with your fuel prices comment.
Right.
That's an OPEC
That's
thing.
an OPEC thing.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not. He's right. It is, but we all know how influence works. But
Mhm.
but go ahead.
You got two people jumping down your neck about these gas things,
Yeah,
dude.
gas thing. All
Yeah,
right,
about
guys,
these-
we got 15 more minutes left. Let's. I want to bring in one more thing. Trump has announced an emergency authorization for convalescent plasma to treat the COVID-19. This means that they're going to take blood
from old people.
No, they're going to take blood from those who have survived the COVID, who had a serious case of COVID, and they're going to use that blood and put that blood in the patients that currently have COVID-19 to treat the virus. Of course, signs an emergency bill for the FDA so they can go ahead and start doing that. It looks like they said about 70,000 patients have been treated using this convalescent plasma. It's something that the FDA is treating or using. We don't know if it's supposed to work or not, but Trump is excited that there's something going on to help out cure this Trump virus.
Well, he needed that.
Right.
He needed that. He knew what he was doing. The thing is that the whole antibody thing still yet hasn't been proven.
Right.
Now, I think I did hear on the news where it did have some good results, some positive results.
Right.
But once again, though, we're still talking about something that's just going to lessen the time frame somebody is sick, and not necessarily. It's definitely not curing anything. I just think it's sad that because he could have done that a long time ago.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why we call it the Trump virus.
It's sad that he's doing it strategically right after the DNC. Yeah, Mac, you're right. There'll never be a cure for it. And I think y'all have heard me talk about it, man. COVID-19 is it's a trip. If you look at it scientifically, a lot of people wanted to say it's just a stronger flu. It definitely is not.
The stronger flu.
Yeah,
Really?
it's just a real bad flu strain.
Right.
If you look at it scientifically and look at its gene makeup and how it reacts, it definitely is not. The flu is just a fool. The flu wants to mutate every year and keep people on their toes. COVID is not doing that.
Well, I like what Harold's saying. He said the FDA has been doing this for years. The antibodies is the only way to slow or shorten the sickness.
Okay.
The emergency is because they needed to release the necessary money for other companies to test and compare results.
The problem with COVID is that they still don't fully understand the gene makeup of it.
Right.
So for the antibodies to work properly, you've got to know that part of it to know how to necessarily use the stuff.
I disagree.
Huh?
I disagree. Trump already knows how to kill it. He already told you. Inject yourself with Lysol. Damn
That's- that's
now we
bleak,
already
man.
had to kill. Trump
bleach.
gave you to kill months ago. But no, y'all don't want to listen. He said, put high beams of light through yourself. Stick it up your butt with a thing and turn it on real bright. Didn't he say? He said it. I ain't lying. That's what he said. Trump already got this worked out, man. What's going on with y'all, man? Y'all don't listen to y'all president? What's wrong with y'all, man? Come on. He said he was taking those pills every day. What was
That's
those?
hydrochloroquine. He said he was just
Right.
fine.
He said he was taking one every day.
Taking one of
He
them
was
hydrochloroquines.
Hydrochloroquines. James just logged out. Don't log off.
Hey,
You
Harold
want
said,
to hear talk about your president?
Harold said, drink bleach, the lavender flavor.
We can mix up a bleach cocktail. You'll be put a little umbrella in it.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Put a little lime on it. You know what I'm saying?
Lime on it. You know, salt around. Look, salt around the rim.
A little salt.
This your president, Jay. A lavender flavor.
Lavender flavored bleach. But go ahead. You were saying something before you were rudely interrupted.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Mike Cole said it's a man-made virus. They didn't anticipate these results, the results of it. I believe I'm kind of marching in there with you, James. I believe it was laboratory enhanced. I think the virus has already been here in one form or another, but I think it was laboratory enhanced and released mistakenly. But that's my conspiracy.
But me playing the advocate on that though. Why would you release that in China? Most listen to me good. Most released enhanced will probably be maybe a third world booty or S-hole country,
as he called it,
just to do a test. Why would you release it into the wild on a industrial country? You know what I'm saying?
They said it came from Wuhan, China, didn't they? In the live animal food district type deal from a bat.
Right.
Okay, well, they already had their backstory. Yeah. And then and who got more people on the planet than China? They can lose a few million and still have more people in most countries. I'm just saying. Come on, man. There's more people in China than it is probably in the rest of the world. And in one square block of China, you got more.
I think if they wanted to see the effects of what'd you say, Harold? Sorry, my friend, but incorrect. The industrial country contain
it much faster than a third world country.
But that's what I'm talking about, though. Why would you?
So why release it in China?
Why release it in China?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I would say it came from Africa, from a monkey.
That's what they said about AIDS.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what. Right. So some of these folks that went over there to Africa again, around here screwing monkeys. See, that's what. See, that's
what they said about AIDS.
Yeah, that's what they said.
A nun caught it from a monkey in Africa.
When they was talking that mess with AIDS, you know what I'm saying? Which one of you crazy jokers went over there screwing monkeys? That's what I want to know. And never mind, I'm gonna keep on.
And I think I've had this conversation. Mike Cole said it was created as a weapon. Somebody, I don't know if it was you that said it, Mike, or I might have been having a conversation with my brother, but he was saying Russia created it, dropped it over there in China, knowing it would migrate its way to the U.S. Biological warfare by proxy.
But in China, aren't they allies?
All is fair in love and war.
No, dude, that makes no sense.
Russia created the virus.
That was a conspiracy theory. Russia created the virus,
put it in China,
or enhanced the virus and sent it over there to China, knowing that it would migrate its way toward the U.S. That way they couldn't be. Look, that was a conspiracy theory. That way they couldn't be
blame for it.
blame, get the finger put on them.
Russia for everything. It doesn't matter, man. Listen, every
Max said Chinese bat suits.
You know what? I love conspiracy theories, man. They're just the most inventive things I've ever heard.
They do.
I've seen this, and we got 5 minutes, guys, and we can get out of here. Let's just have a little fun. I saw this one girl. She believes that most stars and political figures are AIs. They are not real people, and she's on her Facebook page every day.
Excuse me?
Telling most stars and political people, political types, all those people you see on TV are AI. They are robots. They're not real people. They replaced the humans.
Her name?
Huh?
I need to know who she is.
No. But she's on every day talking about.
Tell me when we get off. I need to know.
Trump went to Russia to get his vacation. Okay.
Mike says they know and understand. I guess he's talking about Russia. They know and understand a virus can bring down a grid. U.S. was the ultimate pawn because of weak leadership. Yeah, we do have weak leadership. I agree with that. So bats drink blood from many. Bats drink blood from many animals. They carry many diseases. That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Well, there's a lot of viruses that can be traced back to bats. That's true.
Right. That's scientific. That many viruses can be tracked back to bats.
Now,
that is one of the animals that can cross. I forgot the name.
Cross infect or whatever.
Yeah, between animal and human. They're one of the animals that can do that. If they get a virus, they can be all right, but it can mutate and come over to us through bats. And there's another couple of animals that can do that. Pigs and birds. That's where we get swine flu.
Hey man, we ain't finished.
Bird flu. Oh yeah, we robots, Mac. I'm not real. I'm an animatronic.
I don't think you peons are. They making AI peons. I'm with the lady. It's
Okay.
Obama AI too perfect.
That's right.
AI he too perfect.
He has the English language just too. He's great speeches.
See, the whole first family.
I would make a Trump like an idiot.
So idiot AI.
Right. So if it breaks, we can say, hey, he's an idiot. All right, guys. We got 3 minutes. Let's do a wrap up. James, you do your wrap up first. Quick, rapid fire. What's your ideas of the week?
Listen, man. Let's everybody keep your head on a swivel, man. Keep your eyes open.
Did y'all see the USPS, man? My man did a U-turn and said we will no longer be taking down the he's going to stall his plan of taking out those mailboxes. He said he won't be doing that anymore. But of course, he didn't say he was going to return the stuff they already took out. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. Y'all keep your head on a swivel, man. Stay focused. Listen, guys. Let's make sure we deal in facts and not emotion. Okay.
Right.
I get that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are a lot of our picks, and we're going to vote for them. But do not excuse these people, okay? We got to hold them accountable, man. Yes, Kamala Harris' past does matter. It matters. Yes, people can change, but we don't know if she has. So people's past matter. Because the fact of the matter is, if a guy who got convicted of molesting a child 20 years ago comes up to you and wants to babysit your 2-year-old, you're not going to let him because of his past. You see what I'm saying? So, yes, it does matter. Nobody's saying that, you know what I'm saying, we can't support them and all that. Just make sure we're voting intentional. We're voting because we're informed and not just because we're emotional about
Okay.
Mario.
I agree with what James said. You kind of took what I was going to say. That was good, James. Vote with intent. Make sure we keep pressure on. Make sure we can keep pressure on. Love each other. Eat your vegetables.
Wear clean underwear.
Wear clean underwear. You know, make sure your underwear clean just in case you have to go to the doctor.
Ask the question.
Uh-huh.
I keep bringing up the past though. Tracy, is because she wants my vote and she's running for an elected official. So that's why. It's not hanging it over her head. It's not saying, "Ooh, she's a bad person," but it is okay for me to ask. You did these things in the past, where especially when it comes to police reform and justice reform, like that's a big thing. And we got two candidates who have a sketchy past when it comes to that. So for us to just throw the past away and say, "Oh, it's in the past," I think we got to be careful with that line of thinking, because these are people we're going to vote for to be our leaders. So we have to make sure that if they knew that what they were doing back then was detrimental to what we as Black people are asking for now, then I think it's very important that we talk about their past.
Okay. In closing, I would say, adding to that, I agree with you, James. But we still got to get this devil we got out of office. Even though we may not agree with everything, we are at this point voting for the lesser of two evils. I don't just agree with everything about Biden. I've looked at Biden's past record on a lot of things that he said. I don't necessarily agree with Biden on a lot of that stuff that he said, but we can't do another 4 years with this idiot in office. Our country can't stand it. We're almost, in my opinion, defenseless. We're too weak right now. So we got to get somebody back in office, even though we may not agree with them. Yes, I do believe put the agenda out and hold their feet to the flames. But we got to get what we got out of the office. So,
Jabal, I love this, man. You are correct. Those who are not mindful of the past are doomed
to repeat it.
And those are the lessons of history, guys. If you don't know the history of some things there, or you don't understand your own history, you're doomed to repeat it. So history tells us that we need to be mindful of what happened previously, guys. The way we slam Trump is a lot because of his past. His past still dictates what our expectations are of now. Do we hold them to it, or should we? No, it's not fair, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? to use it is what it is. When a person changes, we should be able to see the fruit of that person's change.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Biden was heck on crime. Biden said some racist stuff.
Yes.
He's a gaffe machine. That's just who he is. But we have seen over the past 8 years with a Black president, we've seen the fruit of his change. We've seen the fruit of him listening and making adjustments in his walk. We have not seen Trump's fruit of change. Matter of fact, the whole tree is shriveled up. You know what I'm saying? And we have not yet seen all the things that Kamala can and will do. But until then, I think it is fair for us to say, okay, to keep this in the forefront in our minds of what reform is she going to do? What reforms can she help get done? Right. We can still say, hey man, we're looking at you and we're going to continue to look at you until we see your fruit. And I think that's fair. I believe that that's fair, guys. So, and then we can even still be on, we're still going to eye Biden. Like, okay, man, during them Clinton years, you was heckified on some Black folks.
Woo, buddy.
You know what I'm saying?
Super predator.
we are going to watch. We are going to be mindful, but we do understand your past. So in that, guys, I want you guys to be praying for one another. We got 72 days until it's time to get the Orange Menace out of office. Get your best mask, get your best Lysol, get your best bleach, get your best hazmat suit. Do whatever you got to do to get in line. And tell these young people, man, your vote does matter. Even though we got people who think their vote does not matter, it does matter. It matters like never before. Like they said before, the soul of our country is at stake right now. Because this fool talking about running in 2024. Are you out your mind? I know he might have been joking, but you know what I'm saying? This man is a dictator waiting to happen. And so we got to get him up out of the office, man. So take care of one another, guys. The Trump virus is real.
It is real.
We love you
every Sunday, Mac. 8:30 every Sunday.
What happened?
He asked Mac asks when do we do this? When do we normally do this stream? It's 8:30.
8:30 Central Standard Time.
Central Standard Times every Sunday at 8:30.
All right, man. Tracy, good to see you, man. Tracy, we're going to get a timer for you. You be coming in at the last 5 minutes. No, I tell you, we got to fire you. But some people get married, they just, lose.
Right. Certain people that got married now, they just forgot about the fellas over here.
You know what I'm saying? She was there the on time.
Well, we was your boys before you got married. Now,
now we just, some of them jokers over there.
We them dudes now.
All right, guys, put up your threes. Even if you're at home and we can't see y'all, put up your threes.
Trey Manos.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes.
Hey man, stop before they cut us off.
Okay. I can see it in your smile. Go ahead.
So what's the word?
I can see it in your smile.
I can see it in your smile. And okay, let's go. Yeah.
All right. Three Black question for the next time. Do y'all think Trump will leave office peacefully?
That's a good question. Don't answer that now. Let's hold that for next Sunday. Let's hold that for next, because that's good. I want to talk about that, J-Mo. Yes, sir.
All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna have my gun ready. I don't like guns. I don't shoot them, but I'm gonna have one.
Dude, it's hard. It's hard to do 3 shows a week, Mac. A lot of times I don't get off till late, and I'll be tired during the week. I need that energy. We'll come in and do a special show if something happens during the week that we want to address right then. But for the most part, Sundays at 8:30, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Three black guys.
Hey man, eat your vegetables.
Wear clean underwear.
Love y'all.